Hey everybody, welcome to Western New York in 5. I am Brandon. Welcome to Rips Reports. I hope everybody is having a great Monday. This is our first stream of 2021. So of course we are very excited to be here. I hope everybody's having a great day. We have a lot to get into. You see me wearing my Bills hat and my Bills hoodie. We have a Bills story today. So, of course, we will get into that. There was a lot that happened since we've been on the air last. We have obviously fast news tomorrow. I might jump in today and talk about Julian Assange a little bit. I'm not sure yet. There's been some drama, but we don't need to touch on the drama. We just need to get into the news because everything else is quite frankly irrelevant. So our first story today is about a protest in Amherst from yesterday. Parents, coaches, supporters, and players turned out Sunday morning to rally in support of youth hockey players. People at the protest have pointed to the hypocrisy of our leaders when it came to following the COVID-19 guidelines. Under the current state of COVID guidelines, hockey is considered a high-risk sport and is limited to skate and shoot practice and practice activity only. Scrimmages and games are not allowed. People at the rally also said Governor Cuomo said he would follow the science and that he is not doing that as sports have been very low in transmission numbers, if at all. And of course, I couldn't find anything to back that up, but I also couldn't find anything to back up Andrew Cuomo. So I guess we'll just leave that one at that because, I get it. And a lot of people pointed to Mark Poloncarz. He was skating the one day, and then there was a video that came out from November rather, of some guys skating and shooting inside of a rink and looked like scrimmaging. So, there has been a lot on that topic. All right, so now we will get into our next story. We have two bills in the New York State Assembly right now that are worth a look at. We will start with Amendment 352. A352 is proposed law to ban the sale and use of body armor in New York State. Current non-felons can own and buy body armor in New York State and in basically every other state. This law would make it a Class A misdemeanor for first-time offenders and a Class E felony for others. This would not affect law enforcement or other occupations whose occupations require them to wear body armor as determined by New York State. So I'm interested to see what occupations they put on that list. But also, body armor is about safety, guys. I don't like this. I'll be straight with you guys. I don't like this at all. All right? I don't understand where they benefit from banning the sale of body armor. I look at this and I don't have a lot of proof to back this up, but I know a lot of people were in body armor at protest over the summer, and this almost feels like retaliation for people doing that. And I don't like this law. I don't like anything that restricts freedom. We all know this. All right, the other bill that has been talked about at length on social media, and I'm going to pull this one up on the page here, so give me a minute, is this bill A416. Now, what is A416, right? Well, A416 has been brought up originally in 2015 during the Ebola outbreak. All right, and we're not going to read the whole bill because it's insanely long. We're going to read the beginning portion because after that it begins to repeat itself and gets just wordy for no reason. So, an act to amend the public health law in relation to the removal of cases, contacts, and carriers of communicable diseases who are potentially dangerous to public health. An act to amend public health. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. By the people of the state of New York, represented in the Senate and Assembly, do enact as follows. Section 1. The public health law is amended by adding new section 2120 to read as follows. 2120A. Removal and detention of cases, contacts, and carriers who are or may be danger to public health. Other orders. 1. Provisions of this section shall be utilized in the event that the governor declares a state of health emergency due to an epidemic of any communicable disease. 2. Upon determining by clear, convincing evidence that the health of others is or may be endangered by a case, contact, or carrier, or suspected case, contact, or carrier of a contagious disease that, in opinion of the governor, after consultation with the commissioner, may pose an imminent and significant threat to public health, resulting in severe morbidity or high mortality. The governor or his or her delegee include, but not limited to, the commissioner or the heads of a person or group, such as persons by issuing a single order, identifying persons such either by name or reasonable specific description of the individual or group being detained. So we're going to stop there. Like I said, it gets really wordy, and it basically, we've explained everything we've needed to explain here. So the bill in essence will make it so if there is a state of emergency because of a health crisis, the governor can basically detain people and hold them until they are no longer contagious and then re-release them. Not only people are sick, but carriers and so forth. So I think this is interesting. And again, I'm not the biggest fan of this one either. But I wanted to explain that to you guys, to give you guys the fact. Again, this was originally brought up in 2015 in the midst of the Ebola outbreak. So it's not really a surprise that it made its way back into this COVID debate. All right, we're going to move to our next story here. To round it all out, the Indianapolis Colts fans have donated to the Patricia Allen Fund at Oishei Children's Hospital. Of course, it was started earlier this season to honor Josh Allen's grandmother who passed away. The funds, as of 8:30 last night, were over $1,050,000, according to Oishei's Twitter. Thank you, Colts fans, for donating to Oishei. They're a great hospital that helps a lot of local children, so thank you. However, do not think that means the Bills will go easy on you. We appreciate the hospitality, but we have a Super Bowl to win. All right, guys? That's all we got for today. I will see you guys tomorrow for Fast News, maybe later tonight, because I really do want to talk about the Julian Assange case.